Everyone knows how much I detested the most recent episode of The Rookie. The documentary-style episodes, in my opinion, are useless since they divert us from the primary cases that pique our attention and the personalities that we adore. Fortunately, the gripping plots of the ABC procedural resume this week, and our favorite police officers are back at work protecting the citizens of Los Angeles, even if it means defending a less-than-worthy criminal. A serial killer is put in danger by The Rookie, yet he is saved. One of the greatest antagonists to emerge from The Rookie's 8 seasons is Liam Glasser, Seth Gabel. In the opening scene of episode 16, Glasser is on the phone with his attorney, Malcolm, Sean Patrick Thomas, when he hears gunfire. Glasser is the target of a drive-by gunshot, but he is not struck. This implies that even if the LAPD doesn't particularly like the serial killer they were unable to apprehend, they will still need to keep him safe from additional harm. We find out that Glasser's wife, Miranda, Hannah Barefoot, took their children and left him when he was charged with murder. However, he has managed to secure a new Daisy, the girlfriend. Glasser sued the city for $6 million, saying he was a serial killer, but the LAPD, under the command of John Nolan, Nathan Fillion, had to place him under round-the-clock surveillance. Finding Glasser's shooter is another assignment assigned to Nyla Harper, Mekia Cox. The custody dispute between Glasser and Miranda is obviously intense. The disappearance of their son, Theo, is a red herring in the episode. Daisy unintentionally took Theo for a break when the courthouse was placed under lockdown. Miranda lets out her rage, claiming she is aware that Glasser is just playing with her. Miranda acknowledges to Nyla that she recently purchased a handgun that resembled the shooter's weapon, but she insists that she wouldn't do anything to endanger her kids, even if it meant giving him complete custody. Wes gives Monica a call to express gratitude and inquire about what they should know about Ethan. As it happens, he is an affluent drunkard who lacks responsibility. In the meantime, Monica is attempting to establish a relationship with Aiden in order to finance her escape from her agreement with the authorities. Aiden's right-hand man, Sam, declines to meet with her. He is concerned that Monica is manipulating them because he has previously claimed credit for the information that prevented Aiden from being detained. Nyla finds out about Glasser's near-death encounter back at the station. She is a little let down that the attacker missed, just like everyone else. However, Lopez says she is investigating the disappearance of a man named Daniel. The previous evening, he attended a party and never came home. Following the discovery of blood in the house party's main bedroom, both his brother and the police are actively searching for him. When his mother learns that Tim is thinking about getting married, she immediately stops by his workplace with his grandmother's ring. The fact that he wants to use his grandmother's ring makes her very happy. In addition, Tim is under pressure to put Glasser's safety first and give him protection around the clock. He requests that Nyla investigate the gunfight. Nolan and Miles accompany Glasser and Malcolm to court for his custody hearing in the interim. His wife is upset to see Glasser and wants to turn the gunfight against him. She is already concerned about his chances of obtaining shared custody. When Wes and Sean visit Ethan, he inebriatedly tells them that he held a party where Daniel vanished. While they are conversing, Daniel's body is discovered in one of the restrooms after Ethan excuses himself to clean up. When Ethan quietly brings up the dead body, Wes and Sean decline to enter the room to confirm. Wes claims that they are not required to report anything they didn't see. When Lopez shows up to question Ethan, When Lopez shows in to complain about Wes, Tim reminds her that everyone has a job to accomplish. She urges him not to use the ring as soon as she sees it when he seeks for advice on his proposal. When Tim subsequently asks Nyla what she thinks, she responds in the affirmative. We return to Monica, who tells Wade that Sam, Aiden's right-hand man, is trying to find a way out. She records a video of Wade ambushing Sam at a restaurant. Sam departs right away, refusing to work with Wade. But Monica shows Aiden the footage while ambushing him in the parking lot. Sam looks horrible, to be honest, and Monica heightens the suspicion by disputing that she warned Sam about the encrypted phone network is being targeted by the FBI. By the time it's all over, Aiden kills Sam and makes a new agreement with Monica. Monica pledges to utilize her agreement with the FBI to destroy any rivals. She wants enough money in exchange to back out of her FBI agreement and vanish. Aiden writes the name of the rival he once dealt with on Monica's car at the end of the episode. Glasser makes a very sentimental plea to the judge in court. Nolan and Miles prepare to move with him while the court is in recess. They hear a disturbance at that moment. Theo, Glasser's son, has reportedly already been chosen by someone posing as his mother. As it happens, Daisy abducted him and they discover them at the courthouse performing card tricks. Nyla calls and requests that Nolan bring her in while he is soothing Glasser's ex-wife, Miranda. It seems that she recently purchased a 9mm firearm. Miranda accuses Nyla of participating in Glasser's schemes. She fears that Glasser may gain complete custody if he makes her a suspect in his gunfight. Nyla reassures her that they support her and helps her to relax. They must calm down if they hope to prevail in Glasser's psychological game. Later that evening, Nolan tells Bailey how annoying it is to have to defend Glasser. She acknowledges that Ethan mentions a friend named Walter while he is being held. Walter came up with the plan for Ethan to throw a party and invite a rich crowd. Ethan believed Walter would use drugs to coerce Daniel into disclosing the password to his cryptocurrency wallet. Walter and Ethan were then expected to empty his accounts and leave. Walter killed Daniel and put Ethan up, which is the problem. Ethan was unconscious when Walter broke into his house and discarded Daniel's body because he loved drinking. He should negotiate a deal with the DEA and give them everything he knows about Walter, according to Wes and Sean. Wes tells Sean after the case that, despite Lopez's disagreement, the first case wasn't too awful and that they kept Ethan honest. The following day, right as they and Glasser are heading to the courthouse, Nyla gives Nolan a call. Lance Thomas was the suspect, according to Nyla. Glasser wants retribution for killing his father. According to records, he purchased a new firearm. Lance is initially noticed by Miles, who tells Glasser to get down. Nolan is left to pursue Glasser and Lance when Miles is injured in the process. Lance misses every shot during a street chase. When he eventually corners Glasser, Nolan shoots Lance down after taking the bullet for him. The doctor at the hospital informs Nolan that he will experience agony for a week. His life was saved by the bulletproof vest, but the blow to his chest was too severe. Bailey pledges to keep an eye on him and ensure that he stays on bed rest. In the evening, Tim tells his mother that he is unable to deliver his grandmother's ring since it is a fake. Lucy. He asks his mother to accompany him while he goes ring buying. When Lucy shows there, their conversation shifts. Diana, Miranda's lawyer, calls Nolan the next morning as the episode comes to a close. Miranda and the children seem to have gone missing. Glasser has a good chance of obtaining complete custody if she skips her court appearance at 2 p.m.